it was just one of those games where it just kind of all went our way. You know, our guys were ready to play. They were dialed in. And again, just could not be more pleased with all three phases and how they, came together. A lot of big plays. I mean, I have to go back and look, but I don't know if I've ever been a part of a game where we rushed for 400 plus yards. I think we rushed for 415. And so hats off to that offensive line, Coach Caldwell, man, our backs, our tight ends, receivers blocking down the field. We wanted to start fast and get control of the game early, and that's what happened. Obviously, we felt like coming into this game, they led the nation in turnover margin. Kaya only had one interception. We needed to create some momentum with some turnovers, and we were able to do that. I think we were +2 in the turnover margin, picked him off early. That was big by Jadar, huge play in the game. And obviously we were able to affect them with our rush. So just a great day. I mean, they're a pass-first team. That's what they do. Through the football coming into this game, they led the league in passing, and attempts, and all that stuff. And I think they threw for less than 100 yards. So just a tremendous performance by our defense. And hats off to those guys. But offensively, really we're kind of hitting on all cylinders. Special teams, when we punted, we were very, very good. Kickoff coverage was very sound all day. So, again, just a complete game, and one we're really happy to get. I mean, we just wanted to play better on the road than we did the last time, and we did. But for us, it doesn't get any easier. Heading northeast next week to take on NC State. I think they had a big win today, but tough place to play. We know that. Another tough road game for us. So we'll enjoy this ride home tonight and this win tomorrow. And get back at it Monday for the biggest game of the year against NC State next week. So proud of our guys. I think we came out of it pretty healthy. A lot of you guys may wonder why Deion Kane didn't play. Just didn't play because I sat in today. Could have played. Just sometimes it's good for some of these young guys when you're trying to get them to. It's just part of the process. You got to teach guys. Sometimes everybody needs a little attitude adjustment every now and then, and sometimes it's good for them to stand over and see that you can win without them. And but I tell you, I love he's a good kid, and I love how he responded. So I don't think I'll have to deal with that anymore. He'll be dialed in and ready to go on Monday and back at it. So it was just my decision not to play him. So that's it on that. Maybe I'll be asking me that. But injury-wise, I think everybody is good to go. And again, just an absolute incredible performance by our guys.
Yeah, but what was that halftime speech all about on the field, and what'd you say to the guys?
Well, this is one of those places where you got both teams crossing and all that stuff, and it's not a good setup, to be honest with you. You got and I was in the locker room, but supposedly we had a little chippiness early in the game, and it just it just seemed like we were kind of losing our focus a little bit. It's one thing to play with emotion. This is a game of emotion, but it ain't okay to be emotional. And we have to channel that the right way. And so I don't know. I just felt like we needed to get refocused on who we are and the way we do things at Clemson. So I'm not about all that stuff. But again, just trying to let them get off the field and clear out, and let's refocus and get ready to go play a second half. Obviously, everything went our way in the first half, and the last thing I want to do is come out and play sloppy in the second half. So I was really pleased with how we continued to play well. And probably the best thing in this game was, the message to. I knew we were going to be able to get some guys in the game. The message to those guys of, hey, prove to us we can trust you. You want to play. Prove to us that you're paying attention, that you're ready to go. And those backups went in. I mean, and some of those guys hadn't got a lot of playing time, like a Van Smith, for example. But man, knowing what to do and going out there and executing that bodes well for us as we continue to move forward.
Your first 4 possessions, all touchdowns, no lost yardage plays, just the one incomplete pass out of those 4 possessions, and all 4 led to touchdowns. Is that about as perfect as you can be on offense?
Yeah, that was just that was a pretty flawless, roll of drives right there for sure. I mean, it just the guys executed very clean. I don't think we had any penalties, and that's you don't get a big part of many of those like that. You're always trying to coach a perfect game. And we still have a lot to coach from this game, but really proud of our guys. again, the execution. It's a game of execution, and you know, they were pretty precise in what we were doing those first few drives.
How do you think the team responded to the new kickoff? It's kind of obvious what we saw there, but were you concerned all going in about the road trip, having to wake up early for the first time in a while?
No. We don't spend any time worrying about that.
Just your thoughts, Coach, on we obviously see the physical talent on both sides of the ball of this team, but you've got to be just extremely pleased with the intangibles, with the not having letdowns, with the today not worrying about going on the road, the early kickoff. Seems like they've just got all the mental side of it down, or at least growing there.
I mean, that's just what we do. We just, you know, try to prepare each week. I say it every week, as if it's the biggest game of the year, as if it's the only game of the year. It's a one-game season. That's just what we talk about. And, you know, we just try to keep a windshield mentality. It's not about what's behind us. I mean, you always can learn from what you've been through, but it's really about what's directly in front of us. And you know, when you have that mentality, you're more consistent. And you know, that's just who we are. It's what we do. And we just don't spend a lot of time talking about the opponent. We just try to prepare the same each and every week, and with a very systematic approach to it. And our guys, the biggest thing is they believe in what we do, and they bought into it. And then we're being led from the front. You know, we have a group of veteran guys that are serious about being the best that they can be, and whatever that is, you know, whatever it is. Right now we could be 12-0, but you can't be 12-0 till you win 8, right? So I think our guys understand that, and that's just all they're dialed in on is, hey, let's don't have any regrets. Let's just, you know, we got about 35 days left in the regular season. You know, let's put everything we got into each and every day, because they're all critical. And then when it's all said and done, let's just look up and see what we got done. But you can't get, you know, it's easy to get distracted, especially in today's world. But you know, our leadership on our team, they deserve a lot of credit.
Coaches.